And he's listening to it, and Yngwie, just starts burning those, harmonic minor scales real fast and everything. And he looks at me, and he kind of goes like this with his hands. He goes, like, what's the big deal? And he takes his headphones off, and he goes, I don't get it. What's the big deal? You're supposed to be able to play scales fast. Hi, I'm Jay Roberts.
And I'm Brandon Beligni.
And welcome to RMI Jam Tracks Connected, a video series where we showcase our latest backing tracks.
Come hang with us while we jam, tell stories, and talk music. And make sure you subscribe down below so you get the videos as they come out. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another RMI Jam Tracks Connected video.
Cheers!
Yeah, we got an awesome track today. This is the Joe Satriani inspired Shuffle Boogie track, and it's inspired from the song Satch Boogie. We just love this song, man. It's got such a cool solo section. We loved this shuffle drum feel that it has. And it really lets you dig into this kind of shuffly vibe thing.
It's really awesome. I really enjoyed it as well because it's so different from a lot of the straight 8th and 16th note rock stuff that folks play over. The shuffle is a different animal, Of course, it crosses over into jazz really nicely because you get your triplets and your shuffle. And obviously into blues. I mean, those guys are shuffling like Stevie Ray and stuff like crazy.
Yes.
So it's a good technique to get under your fingers to feel for that dung-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding.
Yeah. Some guys are really good at doing that too.
Oh man, I know. There's a couple I love, like Van Halen actually has a really cool,
hands down, right?
like a swaggery, shuffly thing that he does. And who's another good one? Like
I really like Greg Howe is one of my favorite guys that does that kind of thing. He can really swing, but shred at the same time, just rocking and playing intelligent lines and
exactly.
So it's swinging.
It's kind of a different animal. This is a good tune though because it's kind of, in a way, it's built around like a blues progression, starting with like an A7 to a D7, like a regular blues blues would go. Then it throws you a little curveball, right?
Oh, it sure does. Yeah, so it's got the A7, D7, but then an F sharp minor chord is the third chord. And that F sharp minor, I'm thinking of it as kind of like the A7 and D7 are kind of like an A minor pentatonic, kind of like our blues. And then we can think of the F sharp minor as part of the key of A major. So I'm going to use an A major pentatonic. F sharp minor is the 6th chord in the key of A major.
Gotcha.
So to break it down, we basically have this minor pentatonic to major pentatonic, both in A.
Yeah.
Targeted around this.
That's a great exercise. It's a lot of tunes actually do that. It's like a minor and then parallel major.
A little modal mixture, I think, is what they call that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So for level 1, let's kind of keep it pentatonic based and just kind of do A minor and A major.
Sounds good, man.
I might still choose to think of it as F sharp minor.
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking of that.
Just because that way I can just, if I'm just getting started with soloing over a tune like this, I can just take my one fingering pattern that I know for A minor pentatonic and literally just move it down 3 frets, right, to F sharp and play the same thing and then just move it back up. So kind of check this out now. We're going to put slides in and trills and hammer-ons and stuff like that, but we're still going to kind of keep it close to, I know you. You're going to be sneaking some of that in there.
If I can.
Where's your whammy bar, man?
Wow.
So, let's go ahead and play over this a little bit, level 1, and see what it comes up with.
All right, kick it off. Here's the Shuffle Boogie. It's got a cool intro.
Oh, I wonder if I could do that wacky little thing that...
What's the wacky thing?
Stay close to home here. Right here. Right.
Here's the chord.
Now I'm going to shift it down to here. Yeah. major, yeah. Kind of uplifting in a way. So I think this time, I think I might go with a little bit of like an A blues scale this time.
Okay.
So I got,
Oh, the flat fifth. Fast fingers there, Jake. How do you pick that fast?
F minor.
Yeah, there it is. Whoa! Sick. I'm gonna think of a Mixolydian here, so I might go.
Oh. Gotcha. So now here he's going to put the major third in on that minor, right?
There it is.
Put a C sharp in there, huh? Same thing on this guy. D Mixolydian on that one. Then you're going to go, what, back to F sharp minor again? So that mixo sounds good, man. I'm going to try that.
Try that, yeah.
Back to F sharp minor.
I like that triplet feel.
Yeah. Yeah, you might even think of that as like an A dominant, huh? I like that. Told ya. Very nice.
Didn't stick the landing. Yeah, dude. Whoa. I like those. Hi-hats. Whoa. Yeah, that was cool, man.
Awesome,
that was
man.
Fun, dude.
Fun. Good one.
Hell yeah.
That reminds me of a great Satriani story.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Got a
This is-
Satriani story?
This is kind of a fun one. We're gonna. This is when I was hanging out with my dad a lot in the 80's, actually.
Yeah.
And a lot of this metal guitar player stuff was happening.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of great, guitar gods were coming out at that time,
No
right?
doubt. Heyday.
And I would try to stump him and, like bring over some music some rock players that he would be impressed by. And I wouldn't tell him who they are, right? We just sit there, he'd put on the headphones and he'd listen.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a listening and reaction kind of a thing.
Sure.
Similar to, we've talked about doing some of that on this show.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
would be a lot of fun, actually.
I think so, too.
So I would get up the courage to bring stuff over to him, and I was into all those guys at that time. And so I brought over, of course, I didn't tell him who it was. I brought over an Yngwie record and played a tune that I really liked because I was also a big fan of his.
Do you remember the tune?
I don't, but it's off
No?
that first record.
Really?
He's just
yeah,
killing it.
yeah. It's
just
he's on
killing it.
fire on that one.
And he's listening to it, and Yngwie, just starts burning those, harmonic minor scales real fast and everything. And he looks at me, and he kind of goes like this with his hands. He goes, like, what's the big deal? And he takes his headphones off, and he goes, I don't get it. What's the big deal? You're supposed to be able to play scales fast.
A hard man to impress.
I just went, oh man, I just shrunk down into my seat, you know. And so then I go, well, I've got one more for you, and I got this out of Guitar Player magazine. It was a plastic record. They used to put those little plastic records in the magazine.
That's so crazy.
And it was a Satriani tune.
Wow.
Of course, he didn't know what it was.
Amazing.
And I put it on. It was kind of not really a ballad, but it was kind of a fun, quirky little tune. Actually, I remember the name of it. It was called The Crush of Love.
The Crush of Love by Joe Satriani.
Yep.
That's great, man.
And I put that on,
We'll link
and
it
he's
in the
listening
description.
to it, and he's kind of going like this. And he's takes his headphones off, and he goes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He goes, listen to it. He's playing a melody right there, and you can hear the melody. He's got a theme, and he's playing a song. It wasn't just a showcase of, like, chops.
A shred fest.
It wasn't just a shred fest to see how fast you could play, you know. So I kind of took that to heart, and he always reminded me of that tune. He goes, remember that time you brought that Satriani tune in, and it had that nice melody, and it had form. Then it had a nice little solo section in the middle where he did all of his stuff, and then he went back and played the tune. It was like, just real simple, really simple, really.
But
yeah,
effective, yeah.
It was awesome. And then right after that, I go, oh, gosh, I got to get him good. So I got turned on to this album called Metal Fatigue by Alan Holdsworth.
Ooh, I love that album.
Oh, and I brought that one over. I go, oh,
One
man,
of my favorite albums.
I'm going to really get him with this.
What did
You
he
know?
say
And
about
he's listening to it, and he's going,
Alien
whoa.
music.
He's going, whoa, who is this? Like, I'm going to tell him, right? I'm not going to tell him who it is. That's the whole game, right?
Yeah.
And he's listening to it, and he looks at me, and he goes, is this me? I about fell over on in my chair. And then he keeps listening, and then Alan does one of those unbelievable, only he can do it, kind of crazy ass legato lick things.
Octave
And he
jumping.
takes his headphones off, and he goes, gosh, he was just doing beautiful until that one part. It sounded like he fell down the stairs. I don't know what it was. Those days I'll never forget, hanging with him,
so cool, man.
And doing music with him, and getting those impressions. And then we would go back and we'd put on something like to listen to for pleasure. We would listen to like the Bulgarian State Women's Choir.
Oh wow,
we really liked that, and it's
Wow.
one specific album, and
really.
oh my gosh, and we would like almost get tears in our eyes. We'd just sit there and listen to it and go, gosh, it just doesn't get any better than that. There was no guitar in it, of course, but
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Getting influence from everywhere.
yeah, a lot of influence, and I can't
Yeah.
wait to do that with you. We'll grab some records and we'll put them on.
Oh, I'd
and-
love to do that, man. That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Be so cool.
All right, so now I'm thinking maybe going into level 3.
Yeah,
Now,
what are we gonna do for that?
this is, kind of wide open, because typically in our level 3s we start looking at like altered
Yeah,
sounds, right?
yeah.
In fact, on the last solo, I started to sneak one of them in there.
Yeah,
where
what was that?
that E flat. That's relative to the A7 chord. That's a sharp 11 or a flat 5, huh?
That's right.
And I know that you're also a fan of playing arpeggios, right?
Yeah.
So you're looking at like your A7 arpeggio, right? And then you're going to sneak that in. Oh, that reminds me of something. Da, 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 da.
Oh, is that Lydian? That's that
Yeah.
sharp 11, isn't
What
it?
is that? Yeah, exactly. Is that Beavis and Butthead? Who is that? What is that?
That's Jetsons, dude.
Jetsons,
Your
yeah,
dad
yeah.
played that one, didn't he?
Jeez, I should know. I'm bad with names. So yeah, there you go. There's that sound, right?
Or The
Oh.
Simpsons.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
I guess the Jetsons and the Simpsons, both of them.
Well, we know which one
That's
came
cool.
first, right?
Yeah, we know the Jetsons, man.
But take a look. So here's your basic A7 chord, right? And if I put the fifth and I flat it, A7 flat 5, right? So that gives a really nice Satriani.
Yeah, he's a fan of that sound.
Yeah, it's
Totally.
a great sound. So we'll sneak some of that in. Then we can also sneak in some of our straight up A altered and B
Yeah.
altered. Especially I've heard you do this. Like you'll be soloing over the kind of the A dominant sound, and then right before you go to the D9 chord or the D7 chord, you put like an A altered chord, which transitions right into that.
That's right.
So you'll play that scale.
That's a great way to do that. So you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, beautiful. So we'll
I think that's
some
cool.
of that stuff.
Yeah, let's try it out, man.
All right.
Okay, here we go. You can take it away first?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Wait, let's hear a little more of that. What was that? What was that crazy?
The little squawky thing?
The squawky thing. My mind is blown every time I hear that.
There it is.
Nice sound, man. That's cool. I heard that.
I knew I could get you going with that. Yeah. Woo.
How do you move that pick so fast, Jay? that was a blast, man.
That was a hoot,
That
brother.
was so cool.
Boy,
You're shredding, Jay. That
just
is
reminds
massive.
me how long it's been. So, if we added up the years, I mean, I think
Wow.
that was like 87, 88 probably.
I know that I know that year well. That was the year I was
Dude.
born, 88.
Oh, that's why it was
33
such a
years
good
ago.
year,
There
man.
you go, right? It was a
Yeah,
good-
heck yeah. Well, that's when I was hanging with my dad a lot.
Wow, yeah.
And that's when I took him, those tunes over to listen to and stuff. And this is a tune that I never learned per se, but I did go and learn one of Satriani's tunes that was a huge impression on me. It was called "Always with You, Always with Me."
Mm.
And it's
Great
off the-
song.
Yeah,
Great,
same
great
album
song.
too, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. Surfing with the Alien.
Surfing with the Alien. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of my top favorite
Great
records
song.
of all time for just rock and roll guitar playing. That I think kind of changed the world of rock guitar in a way. Especially if you like driving fast, it's a great, it's a great album to put on.
Oh, I bet you'd get a
It's-
speeding ticket putting that album on.
Oh yeah, well, like when I'm doing some of this off-road sand railing and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'll get a speaker thing in there and I'll crank put that record on and just
Oh,
go through the
that's
dunes.
so
it's a
cool, man.
blast. So I would
a
highly
great album.
recommend learning that ballad if you're kind of new to this style and you want to learn about all the functions of sliding up and down and bending up and down and vibrato and phrasing and tapping and kind of the whole gamut that Joe and just this phrasing. I mean, just that alone.
He has such a touch on the guitar. He's so
Remarkable.
expressive through the guitar.
Yeah.
Every little thing is accounted for with it. The dynamics are just perfect, and the finger tone. You can tell it's him.
And you know what? He's still doing it, man.
That's amazing.
This many years later,
Crazy.
33 years later or whatever, he's still out there just killing it. In fact, I think I just saw a reunion thing where he got together with original drummer Jonathan Mover that played on that album,
yeah.
and Ham Stew. Wait a second.
Stew ham. Ham stew. I like that. That's funny.
And the guy did the peanut.
Yeah,
and
yeah. He's
And-
amazing.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's great. And so they got together like a little reunion.
Wow.
And it was so cool to see him on stage, and because they hadn't played together in so many years. It was
Crazy.
yeah. So anyway, those are some
That's
of the
so fun.
legends right there of 80s rock and roll guitar, and there's quite a few of them, as you know. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a big time for that. Guitar was in.
yeah,
Guitar was like over the top technical guitar playing.
yeah. They all came in
was
right
climbing
around
the
there.
charts. Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, you'll be able to see. I think I'm going to do a track on the Jay Roberts channel playing over this.
Oh,
Just
good
kind
idea.
Of try to bolt this together, and I might even take your advice and just play it clean with
Play it
like a
clean.
jazz
Show us the
thing.
jazz version. Oh, that would be
Uh-oh.
crazy. What a.
Uh-oh.
I'd love to hear that, Jay. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. So it's great, especially for like if you're doing country or jazz. You just want to work on your shuffle chops. You don't have to play
Yeah.
with the gain. You play it clean, and it's great because you get that timing together over
Absolutely.
the same track. Yeah.
That's fun, man. I can't wait to hear that.
Hey, this was a
It's gonna be
blast,
awesome. Oh,
man.
it's so fun. We're having a great time. I hope you guys are having a good time out there too. We're just
Yeah.
having so much fun sharing this music with you, and it's a little self-serving. We get to shred in the process, right? We get
Heck yeah.
just let loose and see what happens. It's
And
kinda
do
fun.
yourself a favor and check out the HR documentary series.
Oh,
it's
yes.
really awesome. It's got some great stories about the history of Hollywood, really. It's
Yeah.
kind of like the 50s and 60s, what is known as the golden era or golden
Truly.
age of Hollywood. So that's worth checking out, too.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, well, we're signing off for now. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for checking out RMI Jam Tracks Connected. See you next
Cheers.
time.
Bye-bye.